Unearthed glory, the breathtaking mosaic of Hisham's palace. For more than 1,000 years, it lay in silence. No footsteps, no voices, no light, buried beneath dust, shattered stone, and the slow weight of time. One of the most breathtaking masterpieces of the ancient world waited patiently unseen, untouched, almost forgotten, and then the earth gave it back. In the ancient city of Jericho, one of the oldest continuously inhabited places on earth, archaeologists uncovered a floor so vast, so detailed, and so alive with meaning that it instantly rewrote what we thought we knew about early Islamic art. This is the story of Hisham's palace, and the mosaic that refused to disappear. Travel back to the 8th century. The Umayyad Empire stretches across continents. Power, culture, and innovation flow through its cities. Near the fertile Jordan Valley, a desert palace rises, not as a fortress, but as a place of beauty, rest, and refinement. This was not meant to intimidate. It was meant to inspire. Hisham's palace was a world of elegance. Grand halls welcomed guests. Bathhouses echoed with flowing water and steam. A mosque stood quietly within the complex. Every corner reflected a civilization confident in its art, its science, and its vision of harmony. Then, without warning, disaster struck. In the year 747, a powerful earthquake tore through the region. Walls collapsed. Roofs caved in. The palace was abandoned, its splendor shattered and swallowed by rubble. Over time, sand covered stone. Silence replaced life, and history moved on. But beneath that silence, something extraordinary survived. Hidden under layers of debris was a mosaic unlike anything the world had ever seen. Nearly 9,000 square feet of stone, cut, colored, and placed by hand, formed a vast visual story spread across dozens of panels. When sunlight finally touched it again after more than 12 centuries, archaeologists stood in awe. At the center of this masterpiece stands a tree. Not just any tree, but a symbol older than empires themselves. On one side of the tree, a lion lunges at a deer. It is violence, struggle, the harsh reality of survival. On the other side, 2 gazelles stand calmly, grazing in peace. No fear, no conflict, only balance. And between them, the tree rises, connecting both worlds. Life and death, conflict and harmony, chaos and paradise. This was not decoration. This was philosophy in stone. What makes this mosaic truly remarkable is not only its size or precision, but its message. It speaks across centuries, across cultures, across belief systems. It reminds us that human beings, even in distant ages, wrestle with the same questions we do today. Why is there suffering? What is balance? Where does peace exist? For decades, only fragments of this vision were known. In the 1930s, archaeologists first uncovered parts of the palace, but much of the mosaic was carefully reburied. To protect it from weather, looting, and decay, it waited again, quietly, until finally, in the 21st century, the moment arrived. Through a careful restoration led by Palestinian experts and supported by international partners, the mosaic was fully revealed. A protective structure now shelters it. Elevated walkways allow visitors to float above the artwork, seeing the entire story unfold beneath their feet, just as the creators intended. Today, people from around the world walk through Hisham's palace in silence, not because they are told to, but because the place demands it. The mosaic does not shout. It does not beg for attention. It simply exists, and that is enough. In a land so often defined by conflict, this site tells a different story, one of creativity, of beauty, of deep cultural memory. It stands as a reminder that Palestinian heritage is not only ancient, but profoundly connected to the shared history of humanity. The mosaic of Hisham's palace teaches us something simple, yet powerful, that even when civilizations fall, even when cities crumble, even when history buries its treasures, art endures. And sometimes, after more than 1,000 years of silence, the past rises again, not to demand anything from us, but to remind us who we have always been.